This should fill in some gaps.
Using radar and satellite data, investigators reconstruct the plane's flight path after contact was lost.
It's making a left turn. Now it's making a right turn.
They're dropping altitude fast.
After a sudden left turn, Flight 804 spirals downwards until it hits the sea.
If you have a problem, you want to get towards an airport, so you would not want to circle on your way down.
Maybe there's problems with the controls.
Maybe. But he'd have time to tell the ATC.
The spiral flown by Egypt Air Flight 804 raises some troubling questions.
A spiral descent is what will eventually happen to an airplane if it's completely left alone by the pilots and not controlled by an autopilot.
Did something prevent the pilots from operating the plane's controls? Investigators hang their hopes on the recovery of the black boxes from the wreckage. But what remains of the plane is somewhere 3,000 meters, or nearly 10,000 feet underwater.
3,000 meters of water is a very, very challenging environment under immense pressure.
A surface vessel uses hydrophones to scan the sea for a specific frequency being transmitted or pinged by the black boxes.
If the transmitter is not buried in either wreckage or in the seafloor, you can pick it up from a pretty good distance out.
It's a race against time. The pingers on the black boxes only have battery power to transmit for 30 days.
Look, is that it?
2 weeks into the search, investigators track a frequency that matches the pingers.
That's gotta be it.
The team deploys a remotely operated submarine equipped with cameras and robotic arms to confirm the find. Technicians control the submarine through a tether that extends from the ship.
Okay, it should be right there. Here's the plane.
They find the wreckage, but now must locate the flight recorders.
They're looking for the flight data and cockpit voice recorders. Those are key pieces of evidence in the investigative process.
Okay, slowly, slowly. I see it, there.
Using the submarine's robotic arms, the team extracts the black boxes.
These things are gold to an investigator, and to be able to go down that deep and in those cold, frigid, dark waters and pick things out selectively, that's magic.
Here's what they found so far.
In Egypt, investigators study the debris field, mapped from underwater footage analysis.
It looks like a fairly contained area. It doesn't seem like the plane exploded. If it came apart mid-air, the debris would be scattered further apart.
The destruction of the plane likely occurred on impact with the water, not while in the air.
So the plane was intact through a 37,000 feet descent. That's a long time. Why didn't the pilots tell the controllers what was going on?
There's a saying in aviation, during an emergency, you need to first aviate, and then you navigate, and lastly, you communicate.
The cockpit voice recorder should help.
Investigators wonder what was happening in the cockpit of Egypt Air Flight 804 in the minutes before it crashed.